Hello there. I feel like that's the only appropriate way to start anything Star Wars related. So, yeah, something a bit different than my usual content this time. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Um, just realized I had my microphone turned up a bit more than normal. I was doing some testing with some stuff. But yeah, I wish I could have done this yesterday for Star Wars Day, but I had a sim racing league yesterday, which, by the way, I also streamed. So afterwards, if you're interested in that, you can go check that out after this stream. Though it didn't go particularly great, but it happens. Anyways, first things first, I should probably address, because I imagine a good number of you might not know, what on earth is RetroAchievements? RetroAchievements is a website that, as you might have guessed from the name, adds achievement support to retro games, specifically through various emulators. The way it works is basically community members create the achievements, which work by sort of checking the RAM values of the emulated console, and by knowing which values represent what variables in the game, you can figure out the state of the game and check for various conditions to trigger these achievements. And a mastery on retro achievements means just getting all the achievements for a given game. The achievement set for this game is relatively simple, so I think I should be able to do it, especially as I have a decent amount, I would say, of experience with racing games in general, even though I haven't played this one specifically. Regarding the game itself, I have played for like 10 seconds to make sure everything's working as it's supposed to. I have read the manual, because for these older games without tutorials, that's actually important. And I have read some comments on the Retro Achievements page for this game, saying that apparently at least 2 of the circuits in this game are actually based on layouts of real-world circuits. So I will also be paying attention to that to see if I can spot any others that might have been missed by that person. Yeah, also, I'm not sure I mentioned it, but obviously it's in the title. I will be playing the Nintendo 64 version, even though the thumbnail and this sort of background screen I have is taken from the Steam version for PC, but that's mainly because the box art for the N64 version is somewhat bland, and the art on the cartridge is very busy with other icons, so this is really the best image I could find to represent the game for the thumbnail and all that. But yeah, let's switch to the game screen now. Since I would have had the blank space anyways around the game, I decided that I was going to include a timer just out of curiosity to see how long this is going to take me, and a display viewer. For some reason, I'm just noticing it doesn't seem to be capturing the A button. Oh. No, it is. It's just that I think the chroma key I'm using is a bit too aggressive and it's disappearing. That's funny. Give me a moment, let me see if I can fix that really quick. Because the display obviously has a background that has to be edited out. So... it's kind of difficult to get it at a point where you can still see the button, but you're not seeing green on the edges of the controller on the display. Okay, what if I instead did like... God, how does this even work? No, I think that's... You know what? Maybe if I just... I think that's just completely crashed the app. I really should have looked at this more beforehand. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about this, but let's try it slightly different. Because instead of chroma key, this also has this app also includes masks that can hide the background. So let's see if I can get that. Can I see what the... No, it's not gonna show up what the scale is. Let's try this one. You know what? This is the best I'm gonna be able to do it. Let's try to change the background color to black again. Okay, now it's worked. Again, sorry about that. And now I'm noticing that for whatever reason it's not capturing audio from RetroArch. Now that's better, yeah. Now it's capturing, and actually let's maybe turn it down a bit. It looks kind of loud compared to my voice. Yeah, maybe that'll do. Hopefully. So yeah, first of all, I will also, I guess, take you through all the achievements for this game. So all the ones starting from here to to here are all for just winning every single race in tournament mode. And then these are the droids you are looking for maxing out the pit crew. I've built a racer, it's the fastest ever for buying the best parts for the pod, also in tournament mode, both of these. Then these next 5 are for just various additional, what's the word I'm looking for? Additional objectives during the races, like a blur in a tournament mode race, overtake 4 opponents in a single boost usage. Then Unbreakable, win a tournament mode without destroying the pod. Untouchable, win a race without repairing or destroying your pod. All on the line, win a tournament mode with winning set to winner takes all, which really I will probably be doing all the races with this setting, because from what I've read, this it might be to some extent required to get all the upgrades for this achievement. Then all turned around for winning a tournament mode race with the track mirrored. And then the rest are just time trial challenges for every single circuit. So I'll probably start today with the tournament mode. I don't think I will be able to get all the achievements today, but that's why I called this stream part 1. And, although this isn't going to be a speedrun, let's do it according to speedrunning custom for older games and hit restart to reset the console and start the timer on that. I'm not going to skip the intro, because I like to always watch the intros to games the first time I play them. Although I have to say, I do wonder just how screwed over I'm going to be because of the music in this game, using music from the Star Wars and getting copyright claimed because of it. It's a fairly short intro. And actually, one thing I didn't mention, since the N64 controller is kind of different. I mean, some of the controls are obvious. This is the analog on the left stick, the D-pad. The Z trigger is on the left trigger. For the face buttons, normally A and X are A and B respectively, and the right stick maps to the C buttons. But alternatively, by holding the right trigger, the face buttons become the C buttons, up, down, left, right. But the C buttons aren't used that much in this game, really, so it won't be that useful. But anyways, let's get into the tournament now. So let's create a new save file. And well, to start with, we get a few pods to choose from. We have Anakin, of course. Then we have Ebe Endocott, whoever that is. Dad Bolt, Gasgano, Ilan Mack, and Odie Mandrell. But and really, I think it only makes sense to play as Anakin. So that's the one I'm going to go with. And yeah, the way this works is we have 3 circuits to go through: the amateur pod racing circuit, semi-pro, and galactic. this was all said in the manual, so that's how I know this, not previous experience from the game. Yeah, it looks like 7 races in each. And I believe to progress you need to finish in the top 4, but obviously I will be aiming for a win in every race. And additionally, after you finish every circuit, after you complete all races, and actually I believe for the last race you need to finish in the top 3, each of those unlocks 1 race in the invitational circuit, which is an additional circuit at the end that isn't shown yet. But yeah, let's start the only way that makes sense, with the amateur circuit, with the Boonta training course, which I believe is a simplified version of the circuit seen in the Phantom Menace. I think that's the... I might be completely wrong on this, but I think that's the Boonta Classic course, that one. Okay, so the options for winnings are fair, skilled, or winner takes all. Like I said, since I'm going for winning every race anyways, I will be going for winner takes all on all of the races, probably. So, let's see, right, this is just viewing the pod. And I don't imagine we have any money to start with for upgrades.
You want to buy Droid, huh?
Yeah, we have 400.
Fix your Podracer, you know. You banna pihut.
And we might be able to potentially get something from the junkyard.
Look around. I got a lots of junk. Outlanders, they come here. How do they find me? They come here, they mess up my store. Hey!
It looks like even those might be too expensive.
You lace pretty good, no doubts there, huh?
So yeah, I think we're gonna have to go into the first race with no upgrades.
They no buy. Why nobody buy? Kunatitaki Malia!
I mean, I would imagine that would be the case.
Here, they look around, they no buy. Why nobody buy?
I mean, that obviously wasn't all the parts available, but I imagine these are, I believe, the parts we just have installed. And
Chat gada do alja mit one no pata.
I just accidentally...
Have you seen my chance cube? You lace pretty good. No
I think I accidentally upgraded the radiator.
Outlanders, they come here. How do they find me? They come here, they mess up my store. Hey!
But it looks like... and if I understand this correctly, I can sell this back and get back the money I spent, so... It looks like you actually sort of... you don't actually lose money by buying upgrades progressively, like... parts get traded in for full price, so that's useful. So what can we afford here? And I expect they just keep getting more expensive. Okay, so we can get the control shift plate to improve the turning.
This part no good for you, huh?
This to improve traction.
No parts, no deal.
Or the power cell to improve the repair.
They come here. How do they find me? They come here.
I think I'll try improving the turning and...
You're gonna lose unless you upgrade your Podracer, I think.
Yeah, we can also still afford this.
Outlanders, they come here. How do they find me?
So that's upgraded the pod a bit.
You come back, huh?
Okay, so yeah, this just goes back to the same thing. There was something about holding some button and moving the stick to look around, but I'm not sure what that was or if it works here. But anyways, I think that's everything we can afford here. Okay, I think this might only apply, yeah, here. In this menu you can look around. So I think let's start the race now. It looks like there's some flickering on the bottom of the screen. But now it looks like it's fixed. Okay, so I mean, these first races seem easy enough. I imagine they will be. I imagine the game won't get super difficult to start with. Although I already crashed there. But yeah, the opponents are nowhere to be seen.
It's a new lap record.
So yeah, one of the things about the controls in this game is that holding the analog stick forward lets you move more quickly, but gives you less control over the pod, whereas you can also move it back to go slower but have more control, or of course neutral to have regular speed and regular amount of control.
It's a new lap record.
But I mean, this seems easy enough for now, so I don't think we need those more advanced techniques. Also, there is a boost mechanic, which I have used at the start for a moment, but I mean, we were running away with this win, so... And I think the biggest potential trouble might be with the thing. We already got 2 achievements at least, Unbreakable and Untouchable. And all on the line. Anything else? Yeah, no, there's no achievement for this race specifically. But what I was starting to say, I don't think I finished that. I'm pretty sure I'm expecting the biggest difficulty to be with the time trial achievements. I expect these... the tournament mode is, I expect, designed for most players to be able to beat it without too much difficulty, and like I said, I'd like to think I'm fairly good at racing games. Yeah, now we're moving on to Gazza Speedway. Looks like another simple layout. So let's see what
You come back, huh?
what parts we can afford.
They come here, they look around, they no buy. Why nobody buy?
And we have
Mind
already
trick gonna
upgraded
work on
the
me.
radiator.
Only money.
We have the power cell that we
Maybe
can
you find
upgrade,
what you need
the
back
air
in the
brake,
junkyard,
Let me
huh?
think.
Have you seen my chance cube?
the thrust coil.
Oh, this
And I
is
think
what
at this
no
point we
good
can
for you, huh?
afford everything here.
What? You think you gonna beat Sebulba with that Podracer of yours? Ah!
So I think let's try upgrading the top speed as that's one of our lowest stats currently.
They mess up my store. Hey!
Although it's quite expensive.
You banna pihota,
Mm,
Mindy. Huh?
And what else can we afford? Can't get
Mind tricks don't
this
work
for
on me.
acceleration.
Only money.
The air brakes.
No
Yeah, we can
money,
afford the
no
air
parts,
brakes
no deal.
or the repair, but I haven't needed the repair
Put
so
it
far,
on ya.
so... I mean, I haven't needed the air brakes either so far, but... I mean, I think let's get that. And I'm pretty sure
You think you gonna beat Sebulba with that Podracer of yours?
I can just refund
Have you
all the
seen,
parts.
my chance cube?
Okay, now we can look around in here.
Outlaws,
Why is the vertical
they
axis
come here,
inverted?
How do they find me? They come here, they mess up my store. Hey!
Anyways, yeah, it is set to winner takes all. Again, 2200 for first place. So let's go.
The current record holder for this track is Teemto
Teemto Pagalies.
Hey!
Yeah, I'd prefer to play with this camera view. Generally with racing games I prefer, like, if there's multiple options I prefer the further back chase cam.
It's a new lap record.
Okay, a really short circuit this time around. But I'm smacking the pod around the sides quite a lot.
It's a new lap record.
We're already onto the final lap.
It's a new lap record.
So yeah, really short, and another really easy win. Actually, I'm looking at this now, the game seems to be quite loud here, quite a bit louder than in the menus, so let me see if I can maybe turn it down a bit more. Yeah, maybe that's a bit better. And that should be another achievement for this race. As we have unlocked Teemto Pagalies. So that's another thing, is that most races will unlock a new pod. I guess with the exception of the first one, which is why it didn't have an achievement also. But now on to Beedo's Wild Ride. Winner takes all. Yeah, let's take a look at the... I didn't mean upgrades, I mean buy parts.
Come back, huh?
Why are they different things? Okay, it looks like we have some new parts available. We don't have anything, any new parts for acceleration. So we have, what can we upgrade? Top speed, acceleration, traction or turning. But what are the prices on everything? Okay, these are pretty cheap. So I think I'll get this, maybe this. The top speed is really expensive. And this. Yeah, we can get this. So the only upgrades that are left now, I think, is the acceleration and top speed. Which, neither of which I can afford right now, but I think I also want to start getting some of the pit droids. Okay, so they are just... I think they are just 1,000 each. So I should be able to get to that achievement for maxing out the pit crew fairly quickly. And let's start the next race. I actually didn't look properly what this circuit looked like. Wasn't paying attention to that.
The current record holder for this track is Aldar Beedo.
I can't get the timing for the countdown. Well, I guess we wrecked the pod for the first time. It really felt like I had barely any control on that ice. Which, I'm kind of surprised that the surface actually affects the handling with this kind of vehicle, but I guess in the Star Wars universe it does.
It's a new lap record.
Trying to actually stay in control on circuits like this might be difficult for the time trial challenges. I think what I'm going to have to do is just take it easy through these icy sections. Okay, we are still in first place. Yeah, now it's starting to get more challenging. Though more so the circuit design than the opponents.
It's a new lap record.
Actually, I keep forgetting there is also some sort of sliding or drifting mechanic if you press the Z trigger. I don't know how that works really.
Come on, work! Come on, work!
Yeah, I'm not sure if the damage in the races actually translates to like damage to the components that has to be repaired between races, and so if I did not mean to boost there. I don't know if it's worth it to repair the damage during the race, so you don't have to spend as much you don't take as much damage on the parts outside of the races. And that's another new pod unlocked. Which one is this? Aldar Beedo. And we now move on to Aquilaris Classic. Generally, again, quite simple. That chicane at the bottom might prove difficult. Also, yeah, I mean, they don't really resemble any real circuits. I mean, you could maybe argue that this is kind of like the section of Brands Hatch that, like the opposite of the Indy circuit, if that layout existed. But I think that's a bit too simple to call that design inspired by that, especially as that layout doesn't exist. But let's see what we have now. So, okay, so this is actually so how do I get the parts repaired properly?
Back again, huh?
'Cause they are quite damaged. But I mean, I think yeah, this is, I'm pretty sure, a downgrade.
No parts, no deal. Have you seen my chance cube?
Yeah, we can't afford this one, so I guess I'll get this. And we also don't quite have enough to buy another pit droid yet. But yeah, let's go again.
The famous rider of Podracer Quarterly himself, Clegg Holdfast, is going to give the real thing a try today. Hope he can finish the race.
Okay, so at this point I just don't know at all what the timing is supposed to be for like the fast start, because it's supposed to be a thing that you can do, but I assumed it's just press it as the race starts, but I mean, I think I did that there, and it didn't seem like I got a special faster start, so that was a solid wall. I think that might have been the chicane marked on the map, possibly. So I imagine that's going to damage the pod again. Judging from how much damage I got last time, I get the feeling the permanent damage to parts is more caused by wrecking in the races than like just taking damage. Okay, no, this is the part that showed the chicane, definitely. So I guess with those doors you just have to have the reaction time to dodge them, depending on which ones are open. I think that's a different route than I took the first lap, and I feel like that would be slower, because it's a longer way. I think that one just closed on me. Literally as I was about to go through. Well, the tracks are definitely starting to get more complex. Finally made it through there without wrecking, although I almost did. I mean, I feel like I definitely do not have the reflexes for pod racing. So I'm not surprised Anakin was the only human that could do it. That's another race down. Right, you always have to press A on that screen. It feels like it's something that would just let automatically continue at some point, but it doesn't. That's Clegg Holdfast unlocked, and another 2,200 whatever this currency is called. This, I think, is This circuit, I think, is a thing. Why can't I remember its name? This is one of the circuits based on a real circuit. Anyways, what is it called? God damn it. Sonoma, I think. That's the one. Assuming the starting line is probably somewhere along this stretch and going this way. And since this is called the Malastare 100, I wonder if the other Malastare circuits will have the different layouts of Sonoma. Since there is like in the real circuit there's an infield section here, and I think there's also a thing that cuts through around here. But I don't know. What are my parts looking like? Well, some things got repaired, some things got more broken. Any new parts for sale?
You raced pretty good, no doubts there, huh?
I don't think I want to
You'll not find a better deal anywhere,
really sell any of the broken parts, because that won't give me the full trade-in.
No, this part no good for you, huh?
Uh,
No, this part no good for you, huh? No, this part no
I
good.
wonder if... because the way it's supposed to work is that after every race, according to the manual at least, after every race your pit droids repair your pod a bit. Let's have a look here. The repulsor grip and the radiator are quite heavily damaged. Let's see if we can sort of cheese this by replaying an earlier race, just to repair the pod. And hidden options, no. I'm not sure how you're supposed to play a mirrored track in tournament mode. I mean, that was the achievement, right? Yeah, win a tournament mode race with the track mirrored. I'm not sure how you're supposed to get that. I was thinking we might be able to do that here, but I'm not seeing the option. So let's try to redo this race and see if we can repair the pod this way. So I can see it. I can see this going either way. Because it's possible that's just that's a mechanic to encourage driving clean and avoiding damaging the pod. But I can also see it not working because well, it would allow you to sort of cheese the repairs by going back to an easier course and doing a few races to repair the parts.
It's a new lap record.
And actually, if this does work, I should have taken the second circuit because it's shorter. And I will try to also do the repairs during the race. So let's see. Did that actually help repair the pod? No, it didn't. And it makes sense. So I think what I'm going to do right now, because I don't think I'm struggling with winning the races. I think I might improve my pit crew. And there we go. These are the droids you are looking for. So that is the maximum pit crew you can have is 4 droids. And let's start the race, and let's hope I don't wreck so I can repair the pod a bit.
The current record holder for this track is Good Boat.
2, 1. Well, the terrain height isn't quite accurate to Sonoma, and it doesn't look like there is anywhere for an alternate layout to exist.
How's the afterblast, pal? No!
I think you need to boost for that. So you know what? I'm gonna try to restart this race to maybe try to not damage the pod as much. Also, I imagine another thing that might help is with that jump. I'm pretty sure you have by either pushing the stick forward or backwards, you have control over the distance of the jump, and I think you have to pull it back to make a longer jump. So I will also try that. Now let's try to remember where that jump was. Okay, made it. So yeah, I think it is just pulling the stick back. And this is a really tight corner.
It's a new lap record.
Well, I'm just gonna keep going. And hopefully it doesn't damage the pod too much. It's like I said, I'm not sure exactly what the sort of what the margin is for actually making the money to fully upgrade the pod, but I want to make sure I can fully upgrade the pod within just this one playthrough. So I'd rather not lose any money on upgrades that I could otherwise get for cheaper. I should also be probably checking the junkyard to see if I can get any better, cheaper parts. And not gonna make it. Okay, but let's at least hope I can at least win the race. I'm not sure that's happening now. Oh, managed it still. Just barely. They are getting more difficult now. That was the Malastare 100. Now on to Vengeance. Now this is an even more difficult layout. And let's see what the damage looks like. Okay, yeah, the pit droids are doing a better job now, repairing stuff. Though it still means there are only 2 parts I can potentially upgrade without losing credits.
You're gonna lose unless you upgrade your Podracer, I think. Guna titaki malia. No money, no parts, no deal. Mind tricks don't work on me. Only money.
Well, I think we can improve this without losing
Have you seen a
Throgot.
chance cube? You break or you buy, huh?
So, yeah, let's buy that right now. And let's hope this next race goes better.
They no buy. Why nobody buy?
And actually, let's take a look. Let's maybe also take a look at the junkyard if there's
Find a better
anything.
deal anywhere, I think, huh?
There is a radiator.
You cannot beat Cebu.
This is the same as the part I have.
Let me think.
This is better, but I can't afford it. This is slightly worse on performance, but I think fixed it would be better.
They come here, they mess up my store. Outlanders, they come here. How do they find me? They come here, they mess up my store. You break or you buy, huh?
Not sure why this part isn't giving me a full trade-in price, because it looks like it's fully repaired, but I guess it's not.
They come here, they mess up my
So yeah, I think I'm just going to try to start the race. I mean, if I can't win it, I can, I'm pretty sure, just quit back to menu without the race counting. Now let's see what this circuit is like. I'm not sure if the repairs are actually doing anything, or if I'm doing them wrong, or what's going on. What is this? Okay. What is going on here? Okay, you know what, I'm gonna try to at least finish a lap to figure out the course, and then I'm gonna maybe restart and try to drive it without wrecking, if I can. Okay, so there are really two difficult sections. I think I just need to slow down a bit in the 0G section. And you know the saying, to finish first, you must first finish. So I think that was the first place where I wrecked earlier. Okay, now avoid these things. Was it there? Okay. This part is really difficult. I think one thing that would be really helpful for that part, at least to some extent, would be having an actual 6 face buttons to be able to more easily access, because C left and C right are used to roll the pod, And I'm guessing that works going through there. And that could help with avoiding some of those obstacles. Okay, somehow survived crashing into that rock even though last time I didn't. And wrecked again. Now this game is starting to get really difficult.
It's a new lap record.
I think I can get a really good lead on the rest of the circuit, so I could even... I think I could even afford to go even slower through that 0G section. I think what I'm going to do is, from now on, I'm going to allow myself one wreck per race, but if it happens twice, then I think I'm going to restart. Well, at least we are getting close to finishing the amateur circuit. I think, what was it, 1 or 2 more races? I don't remember. No, they are actually quite close behind. No. I don't really get the controls. 'Cause for some reason I find it difficult to wrap my head around the fact that the y-axis is inverted, as it would be with well, most games with sort of flying or hovering vehicles like this invert the y-axis like it would be in an airplane. So pulling the stick down moves the pod up and vice versa. And for some reason I can't wrap my head around that. And it's also, I feel like, it's not like moving the pod directly. Like the pod is stuck to the middle, and when you hold the joystick in a direction, then the pod moves in that direction, but as soon as you let go, it goes back to the center. So it's more like you're choosing where in the tunnel you want the pod to be by the position of your analog stick rather than actually controlling where the pod is moving. What the hell? Why does that thing rotate? Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm changing my own rules. I'm just finishing this race at this point. I think trying to do this without crashing would be way too difficult. And I get the feeling this also means I will have to upgrade some parts even though they are damaged, so hopefully hopefully that doesn't mean I won't be able to afford to fully upgrade the pod. But we will see. And I suppose I can offset some of that by buying parts from the junkyard rather than new. This track is really difficult through that section. That's another race won, another pod unlocked. Who is it this time? Fud Sang. And yeah, the final race of the amateur circuit, Spice Mine Run. So, how is the condition looking? Okay, wow. Having 4 pit droids is actually really OP. Like half the pod is perfectly repaired, even though I crashed 3 times. So maybe I don't have to worry about that that much.
Change your mind? Outlanders, they come here. How do they find me? They come here, they mess up my store.
So yeah, I could upgrade this and what is there? This I do now get a full refund for the previous part. This.
Maybe you find what you need out the back in the junkyard, huh?
This one. These are really expensive for very little gain. But I guess that makes sense for these. Like, makes sense lore-wise, since these are like core engine components.
No, this
And also, I guess maybe...
Mm-mm.
No, these...
Here, they look around.
In acceleration and top speed were similar at the start, and these increase much more. I was thinking that maybe it's like... It adjusts the... what's the word? The parameters based on their base value of the pod you've selected, but it doesn't look like it. Can't afford that. Could probably afford this. Let's check the junkyard, what they've got there. Can't afford this one. This would be a massive upgrade to top speed, but also can't afford it. This one, the original part is way too damaged. This one is a downgrade. This, the original part is damaged, so I'm not gonna replace that. This is, ends up with the same stats, but it is a better part, so it would be an upgrade. Just I would need to get it repaired. I think I might get this. It's really cheap. What is the dual 32 PCX injector? Is that in the shop? In the regular shop or not yet? Yeah, that's the same as this thing, which buying it regularly would cost 3,400, and there I can get it for like 500. Just needs some repairs, so... Yeah, the junkyard is a really good way to save money on upgrades, it looks like. Yeah, I don't think I can afford or want to replace anything else, since the parts I have on the pod are damaged. So now I can get this. I can get this.
Something else?
Top speed too expensive. Air brakes. I could get the Mark IV. Can't afford the Mark V. Radiator is damaged, so I'm not gonna be replacing that. And this is damaged, but also it would be a downgrade. So yeah, I guess I'll also get this. And onto another race. What does this circuit look like again? Quite twisty in this section here, so this might be difficult. Unfortunately, this isn't showing me where the start-finish line is, so I have no idea where I'm starting.
Would you check out the size of those engines, Mars? Woe is raining unbelievable!
I guess the game doesn't really save the camera angle, and I wasn't changing it every race, so I was just driving with the default one. Or what do you even call this, driving? I don't know. I was racing with the default camera angle. What the hell was that? Okay, I think this might be the twisty section. Yeah, now we go into this loop, sort of. Horizontal loop, I guess. I'm not sure if if I'm
It's a new lap.
seeing things wrong, because I have my OBS open over to the side. It looks like every now and then there are like weird flashes on the screen. I'm not sure if that's the case. I'm not sure why that is, because it's not happening in the emulator. It must be somewhere in the capture in OBS. I don't know why that would be. Or maybe my eyes are just playing tricks on me, since it is just in my peripheral vision. So I might be seeing it completely... I might be seeing something that isn't happening. Okay, this is the section with some sharp corners, so let's slow down a bit. And by slow down a bit, I mean we're still going 300 miles per hour according to the speedometer, but... I mean, in pod racing, that's slow. I'm really enjoying all the different designs for the circuits.
It's a new lap record.
And I also definitely appreciate the lore accuracy, because, well, many racing games that have an in-game currency would just call it credits. And in Star Wars we have the Republic credits, but obviously we also know Watto doesn't take Republic credits, and you buy all your upgrades from Watto. So the currency is not credits. I don't remember if the currency was at all named in the movie. If that name, the currency name, is taken from the movie, or if that's like from some like the visual guides or other books like that, or if it's just made up for this game specifically. I'm not quite that into Star Wars to know all these details. But I was half expecting the currency to be credits and to make some sort of joke that apparently credits will do fine, but no, it is some other currency. And no, I cannot for the life of me remember that currency name, even though I've seen it a dozen times in the game now. But that's another win, and that's the amateur circuit done. And another... Yeah, another pod and the amateur champion achievement.
Fastest pod racer in the galaxy, Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, I won! I won!
Is there like a point system that I missed, or is it just the results of the final determine the results of the championship here? Because I'm assuming this is supposed to be the championship, because no other race had like a podium sequence. Yeah, that's unlocked the first invitational circuit race. But I think that's gonna wait, and I'm going to now go to the semi-pro circuit with the Sunken City. And the circuits are still getting even more complex. But also now it's 3,300 for winning. So what are the part conditions looking like? Everything is repaired. So, what's in the junkyard? A quad 44 injector. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is an upgrade, and I actually get money for buying it because of the damage. But yeah, the parameters don't change, but the part is damaged. Droids is the currency. See if I can remember that. There is a better cooling. But I mean, cooling only comes into play with the boost, which I haven't used yet. But also these races will be getting more difficult now. So maybe it's worth getting. And there's this, but I can't afford this. So yeah, I think it's gonna be this for minus 338 Droids. And then the turbo coolant pump. Oh, no, I can't afford it. So yeah, that's that, and let's see what's in Watto's shop. top speed, but I can't afford that.
No money, no parts, no deal.
It's this, but I also can't afford that. Okay, I can get a better radiator. And that's barely anything. And that's it.
Something else?
So let's go.
The current record holder for this track is Bullseye Navior.
Okay, so we are starting going backwards compared to one of the previous circuits, because I recognize that part. I think. Or no, or are we going forwards? No, because... No, we are going forwards. I'm not sure why I thought that was... For some reason I thought it looked slightly different from the other race I did here, but I guess I was wrong about that. That's why I thought it was reverse. Now we're actually racing through some sort of junkyard. I wasn't sure if I could go through there. But yeah, once again, the opponents aren't really putting up much of a fight here. So I wonder if that will at all change, or maybe the game isn't balanced for playing with winner takes all, and I'm not supposed to have a pod this good at this point.
It's a new lap record.
Pit stop, buddy!
What was that? I'm pretty sure I just glanced the wall in the same way I did many times previously. But for whatever reason, there it just wrecked me. Yeah, I think going on the right side there is a bit safer. A bit more room. I really wonder if at any point the opponents are actually going to start putting up a fight, or if it will always be more so me versus the circuit. Both times I got there just as the doors were changing, both the last laps. Are those supposed to be the stands here on the left? Because I think I can kind of hear like people clapping and cheering in the background a bit, but if so, that's a very low detail texture on that. I mean, I suppose at the actual resolution of an N64 you wouldn't have seen that, so I suppose it would make sense.
It's a new lap record.
And that's Bullseye Navior. Another race done. On to Howler Gorge. And this outline almost sort of kind of looks like the Nordschleife, but I doubt that's what it's supposed to be. It's sort of, and it doesn't really match, but it sort of has that feeling to it. Well, what is this? Howler Gorge at Ando Prime. Let's check the parts conditions again. Yeah. They are now doing a really good job at repairing things, so I don't think we'll have to worry about that at all. Rod coolant pump. What else is there? This thing for 2400. This is a downgrade.
Unless you upgrade your Podracer, I think. You race pretty good, no doubts there, huh?
Okay, so I think I can get all the parts, all the upgrade parts from the junkyard.
Outlanders, they come here. How do they find me? They come here, they mess up my store.
And the Mark V air brake. And let's check the shop.
Change your mind?
Is there anything that's an upgrade? The thrust coils. Or the rotary power plug. The repair is already quite high. How much is this? Okay, no way I can afford this. But I can afford this, and I think I'm gonna get this right now. So this is now another 8,000. And this is 2,600. So just double checking, but yeah, let's go. Oh god, more ice.
Well, I've got my money on that little scrapper rat, Tyerell. He may be small in stature, but he's got a couple of the biggest racing engines I've ever seen.
How did I make it through that... through the middle of that first obstacle? I have no idea. Okay, I was asking for the opponents to start actually putting up a fight, and it looks like they might be here. Oh, I think it is mostly due to me crashing. And here we go, ice. And whatever this is. And where's first place? Oh, they're... No, they're... No, it's second and third that are right next to each other. Where is first place? I'm not doing too great here. I'm gonna restart that. Okay, I think that was a fast start. Finally. So I don't think there is like any proper indicator that you did it, you just start faster. Let's try over on this side. Oh god, that's narrow. That was a slope. I should have been able to go up that. Okay, no. God damn it, you don't really have precise enough control over the pod to go through that half the time. I feel like. I can just tap the stick one direction and it jumps from one side to the other completely.
It's a new lap record.
That's a lap record. Where is the track even? Come on! Yeah, that corner is really difficult. Okay, make it through that one, make it through this one. Go. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely not really that the opponents have gotten better, it's just that I was crashing so much that I was losing positions. Because now I'm once again building up a pretty decent lead.
It's a new lap record.
I think here in the caves, I think I'd rather go on the right. I think that's an easier path. Never mind. I forgot about those. And then on the other side there is that extremely tight section. So I'm not sure either way is really that much easier than the other. Okay, finally made it through here. Not through there, though. I wonder if the droids are still going to be able to repair this fully.
It's a new lap record.
That's Rat's Tyerell unlocked. Actually, give me a moment because it's getting kind of dark here, so I'm gonna turn on my lights. And let's see here. Doug Derby. Okay, this is clearly Laguna Seca. So those are the two circuits that I knew were used in the game. Okay, yeah, now they haven't been able to repair it. But there's still 3 parts, and honestly at this point I don't think there's any point
Have you seen my chance cube?
worrying about
Unless you upgrade your Podracer, I think.
replacing parts that
No doubts there, huh?
are damaged. I think at this point it is worth it. This is just the same part I have, but in worse condition.
They come here. How do they find me? They come
This is also a downgrade. Okay, now I definitely saw some white flashing on OBS.
How do they find me?
This is also a downgrade, I didn't even look at that. This is the same part I have.
You're gonna lose unless you upgrade your Podracer, I think.
Okay, so I think I can get this. I'm pretty sure those are an upgrade. They're just more damaged. And it's free, basically, so I can get that. What else is there? This is a downgrade. This is a downgrade, so I think that's everything. I mean, this might be worth taking just to get that tiny bit more money for the same part in slightly worse condition, because it's just gonna get repaired anyways. I think I might do that. And actually, I think, wasn't there something else that was just the same part?
They come here, they look around, they no buy. Why nobody buy?
But I don't know, maybe I should do this. And you know what, it's gonna get repaired anyway, so why not? And what's in Watto's shop as far as upgrades? There is this, but I think, yeah, that's just because of the damage that it's an upgrade. There is the thrust coil. The air brake, but I actually have a better one. It's just damaged. The radiator, I also have a really good one. So I think this is another upgrade I can get, and let me again double check that everything's selected as it should be, and let's go for another race. Definitely not Laguna Seca.
Just who is this mysterious pod racer? He sure impressed us with his qualifying laps, whoever he is.
Is that actually a shortcut or just a different route? Yeah, I think it's just a different route, not really a shortcut. Now, is the elevation change on the corkscrew at least correct? Because I know for the most part it's not, and not really. It is a slight downhill, but not nearly as much as it should be. So yeah, it's only the top-down map that's inspired by those real circuits.
It's a new lap record.
But at least this one is somewhat easier than the previous one, the circuit, so should be able to get some repairs. Forgot that that was there. Or maybe it is a shortcut, actually. Let's check this out.
Come on, come on, come on, work!
Okay, so I think the way repairing works is that it can only repair the parts up to a certain degree, so that's why it didn't seem to be working before. Okay, that's gonna be a restart if I want to win this. You know, I really should actually start using the boost. To try to actually go faster. To have a better shot at winning these. And also it seems like you can't really turn while boosting. I didn't mean to boost there. The way the boost works is you just let go of the accelerate button and press it again.
Lap record.
So if it like stops detecting the button properly and like for a frame or something, then that could also activate the boost at the wrong moment. And Actually, let me check one thing. So yeah, these were both on Malastare, both of these circuits that are actually copies of real circuits. That's interesting. Scrapper's Run. This design kind of looks like it also would be inspired by a real circuit, but I can't recognize it. Like, it looks way too simple and way too straight to be a circuit made up for this game, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, what's the part? What are the parts looking like? Yeah, they're getting them repaired. So what parts are on offer? Rod coolant pump.
How do they find me? They come here, they mess up my store. Hey!
144 injector, that's also the same thing I have.
You break or you buy, huh?
Control nozzle, I think, is the same thing I have. This is a downgrade. Are there no new parts on the junkyard, or at least new parts that would be upgrades?
They come here, they look around, they no buy. Why nobody buy?
It looks like it.
They come here, how do they find me? They come here.
And what is available here?
Outlanders, they come here, how do they find me? They come here, they mess up my store. Hey!
A dual coolant pump.
They come here, they look around, they no buy. Why nobody buy?
A Mark V air brake, but I still actually think still the Trijet air brake is actually better, just that it's damaged is because the stats are showing up worse, because it's not among these parts, and generally... No, actually, it's not among these parts because I have it installed, so maybe it is better. This I cannot afford.
Outlanders, they come here. How do they find me? They come here.
This is slightly better. Traction. What else was there? There was something back here. Cooling. So I don't think I need cooling, so I'll get this thing. And I do actually have enough to still get the cooling part, so I don't have anything better for repair, yeah. So I can also get this. And let's go again. I think I might maybe try to finish this circuit, and I might leave this stream off there.
He's been pod racing since he was 2.
Okay, this is a really cool environment. And a somewhat difficult circuit. What the hell was that?
New lap record.
That was a huge jump. Just can't repair that. Why do I keep crashing there? Well, maybe I should start braking before the drop. I don't remember that section from the first lap. Nope, still crashed. Okay, but can I still win this? I don't know. That's a pretty big gap. Nope. Gotta restart. Instinctively went for the right trigger as if it was the throttle like in regular racing games. Okay, made it through there this time. It's really interesting how it's such a fine line between barely taking any damage or completely wrecking.
It's a new lap record.
Come on, come on, come on, work! Come on, come on, come on, work!
It's a new lap record.
Come on, come on, come on, work!
I do think I am actually getting slightly better at this.
Come on, come on, come on. Work!
I think the tracks with obstacles would still be difficult.
It's a new lap.
But at least as far as just controlling it around the regular circuit, I think I'm getting better. That's Wan Sandage. The Zugga challenge now. What does... what's the part condition like? Okay, only one part damaged at this point. So I guess that's a good time to check whether this... Yeah, it is better than the Mark V air brake. I think it actually might be the best air brake already. I actually think I might already have quite a few maxed out parts, possibly. So there's 4 of these, 4 of these, 4 of these, 3 of these, so there's probably one better than this. And this is the best. Or either this or the one I have is the best injector. Probably.
Let me think.
I probably already have the best control nozzle. Is the best for that one, and this would be the best for this, if I'm correct in what I'm guessing, that there's like 4 tiers of each part type, or 5 tiers I should say. So yeah, I guess you don't actually need to be that careful with the money to be able to fully upgrade the pod. If that's correct. If I'm correct on that. Yeah, let's go again. Okay, we're back here with these massive machines.
Boles Roor.
And it's the same track as that, it's the same location at least as that second really short circuit. That was something. I'm not really using the sliding or drifting or whatever mechanic, but I'm just not sure still exactly how it works and how to properly use it. Okay, and we're doing the loop again. These are some... I think I already said this, but these are some really cool track designs.
Record.
I'm really enjoying that part of the game especially. Okay, how do I get through here safely? I'm pretty sure I took a completely different route than on my first lap. Trying to figure out all the fastest lines for the time trial achievements. Assuming they are actually that difficult that you'd have to do that, which I imagine they probably are. I haven't actually looked properly at the different times compared to the times I'm getting here. Actually trying to figure out all the fastest lines and all that is gonna be really fun once we get to that point, I think. And when to use the boost.
It's a new lap record.
I am still missing the achievement for overtaking 4 opponents with a single boost. But mainly because I, for the most part, haven't had to overtake opponents at all. Yeah. When I first looked at the achievements list, I thought that might be potentially one of the more difficult achievements, but actually I think if we just go back to like the Boonta training course with a fully upgraded pod and do one race there, I think that'll be just sort of don't start and let everyone go by and then catch up. That'll probably be an easy way to unlock that. What the hell? Why is it right there?
It's a new lap record.
What's that? Boles Roor. No, Baroo Coast. What is going on here? This is gonna be interesting. Jesus.
You break or you buy, huh?
Okay, let's see here. Actually, I didn't check, but I imagine everything's repaired at this point. No, this for some reason isn't. And this. I mean, I suppose I did have one crash, and were the parts that damaged before this race? I don't remember actually.
You break or you buy, huh?
But let's see here. Anything here?
Unless you upgrade your Podracer, I think.
No.
Only the best parts you find here in my shop, huh?
Okay. That's definitely the best thrust coil. That just maxes out the top speed completely. Okay, but I was clearly wrong in my assumptions, because there is a better injector.
They come here. How do they find me?
What is there as far as upgrades? There's that, 2 of those.
You're gonna lose unless you upgrade your Podracer, I think.
And this.
Outlanders, they come here. How do they find me? They come here, they mess up my store. Hey! You race pretty good, no doubts there, huh?
So I can't afford this.
Only money.
So it's just this and the... I think it's just the injector and the thrust coil that are available for upgrades.
He always wins.
There's this for 10,000 and this for 13,000.
Outlanders, they come here. How do they find me?
So yeah, let's do this one. Again, there's like graphics flashing in the background of that shot.
The current record holder for this track is Neva Kee.
Okay, and we're actually starting on that tight loop. In the center. And it kind of looks like, once again, it's relatively simple as far as obstacles so far. And if we're doing these kind of serpentines, I would be expecting to be either going uphill or downhill. What's even the point of having these sort of serpentines on flat ground?
Come on, come on, come on. Work!
This kind of actually reminds me to some extent of one of the circuits from, I think, Need for Speed 3, I think, had one. Sort of parts of this one are kind of similar.
It's a new lap record.
I don't remember exactly what that circuit was called. But I did previously spot that there was, I think, a shortcut here. Let's see what that's like. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty big shortcut, I feel like.
Come on, come on, come on. Work!
Okay, shouldn't have boosted there. Or at least should have let go of it earlier.
It's a new lap record.
Come on, come on, come on. Work!
Okay. Another race done. That's an unusual pod design, I feel like. Neva Kee. And yeah, the final race in the semi-pro circuit. Bumpy's Breakers. Okay, again, quite complex layout. Okay, so these parts are quite a bit damaged again. I don't even know anymore how the repairs work and all of that.
You raced pretty good, no doubts there, huh?
I'm not sure if this is a part I've seen or not.
You're gonna lose unless you upgrade your Podracer, I think. You banna pihota, Mindia, huh?
Just slightly cheaper than regular in store.
Let me think.
I keep trying to use the D-pad, but it doesn't work here. And that's the same as what I've got.
They come here, they look around, they no buy. Why nobody buy?
Is there a control stabilizer in the shop?
Best parts you find here in my shop, huh?
Linkage, shift plate, vector jet, coupling, and I have a control nozzle, so I think that might actually be better.
They come here, they look around, they no buy. Why nobody buy?
If it's repaired, so I think I'm gonna get that.
You break, you buy, huh?
What else was there? I'm not sure about the cluster 2 power plug.
Back again, huh?
Yeah, that is actually better than what I have. So I'll also get that. And it's actually gonna give me back some money.
Pretty good, no doubts there, huh?
Wait.
Let me think.
Okay, so these get replaced once you leave. Turbo coolant pump. I'm not sure if that's an upgrade or a downgrade. I'm gonna have to check again. I think that is an upgrade because there's the rod coolant pump and the dual coolant pump.
You'll not find a better deal anywhere, I think, huh?
So I'll get that.
Have you seen my chance cube?
This I already have one that's better than that.
My chance cube?
Cluster 2 power plug. This is definitely better. Yeah, I mean there's this, but no way I can afford that. Anything else in the shop? That's just because it's broken. Same thing here, I think. Yeah, I still can't quite afford that, but probably next time. So that's... I think they're 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think there might be one more better air brake that I haven't seen yet. One more better thrust coil, possibly. I think I already have the injector. Control and one more repulsor grip. Unless I'm once again wrong, but that's what it looks like right now. No, I didn't.
This part no good for you, huh?
So what does it look like now? Okay. Actually, I suppose maybe it is the fact that I'm buying now so many parts from the junkyard that they have a lot of work repairing them all, in addition to the damage I cause every race. But yeah, like I said, one more race today to finish off this circuit, and I think I'm gonna leave it at this.
The current record holder for this track is Ark Bumpy Roose.
I completely lost control on that first hit. What happened there? These freaking doors again. And we're back in this junkyard. Okay, but this time we're going right here. But I'm pretty sure this hairpin wasn't in the sort of first layout of this circuit that I did. And we're going through here backwards compared to the second one. Hey, it looks like, I guess every planet has like a single map that you just take different routes through.
Come on, work!
Again, they were just switching from one side to the other right as I got there. For some reason I thought we were going left there.
It's a new lap record.
Probably could have slowed down a bit earlier there. Would have been easier to actually make that corner. What the hell? I think I just found an out of bounds exploit. What was going on there? And for a moment there I was worried I might have to restart the whole race because I went out of bounds, but thankfully they do have a system in place to detect that. Let's try to go to the top section this time. Not much different. And that's just about it. Right, gotta... I still keep forgetting that you have to press A to continue from that screen. That's Ark Bumpy Roose. And semi-pro champion.
Galaxy. Anakin Skywalker.
That's now 2 circuits unlocked in the invitational circuit. Endoprime Centrum and Abyss. Yeah, all the races in both amateur and semi-pro done. I'm just gonna check what upgrades there are available, if any.
Have you seen my chance cube?
Have I seen this
How
part
come
before?
They come here. How do they find me?
Turbo
They
coolant
come
pump.
here, they mess up my store. Hey!
Could be a slight improvement on the condition.
They come here.
Better repulsor grip.
Why nobody buys? Hey!
This is the same part that I already have.
They come here. How do they find me?
And this is just a
Mess up my store.
way
Hey!
older part. This is the same as what I have, just worse condition.
He always wins. You'll not find a better deal anywhere, I think, huh?
Yeah, that's the control vector jet is an older part.
What do you want? Ootmins.
Actually, what condition are all the parts in? Okay, so the thrust coil is fully repaired and the power plug. And what's in the shop? This is 8,000.
This part no good for you, huh?
This is 11,500.
Back in the junkyard, huh?
Okay, there's the air brake. Final option.
No good for you, huh?
So there's 5 of these. 5 of these.
They come here, they look around,
5
they
of
know
these.
why nobody
So there's
buys.
still a thrust coil, probably. At least one better than what's available. And yeah, judging from the fact that they're almost looping all the way around, I think that's it. I think I actually have almost fully upgraded the pod. So let's have a look again. I don't. So I could get the thrust coil for 8,000. I'm pretty sure I can't afford these.
No, this part no good for you, huh? What do you want?
There is this option in the junkyard for that same part.
You're gonna lose unless you upgrade your Podracer, I think.
I think for now I'm going to wait with upgrades because a lot of the parts... Well, actually I could upgrade the thrust coil because that's fully repaired, so I'm not gonna be losing anything on that. But the other parts, the repulsor grip and the air brake are quite a bit damaged. And I'm pretty sure the coolant pump, power plug, injector and control stabilizer, I already have the maximum upgrades. So yeah, I guess I'll do that.
Only the best parts you find here in my shop, huh?
It's interesting that it's
You banna pihota, Mindy.
8,000 to upgrade to this one, but then just not that much more to upgrade to that one.
Anywhere, I think, huh?
Unless you don't actually get
You
the...
cannot beat Sebulba.
No, you do get the full
Wins.
trade-in for these parts still. It's kind of weird that the costs are... There's such a jump in the price of these parts.
I am betting heavily on Sebulba.
This one is 6,000, the one I have is 14,000, and the next one is 17,500.
No, this part no good for you, huh?
It almost feels like there's a plug 4 thrust coil missing between these rather than one better than the block thrust coil.
You're gonna lose.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there can't be one better because that maxes out the top speed. So I think somehow I'm missing a mid-level part rather than a
Pihota, Mindy, huh?
maxed out part.
Wanna meet each other? You banna pihota, Mindy.
Well, anyways. Actually, let me also... I can check the lap times. Bumpy's breakers. It's... Yeah, okay, it's not gonna be that difficult. The lap time for the achievement for this circuit is 2:45, and I already did a 2:42 in the race, so it's not gonna be that difficult to actually get them. But damn it, I hit... That was a reset, not a pause. I'm gonna have to see what the timer was at from the stream VOD. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. And I'm not sure when I'll be back to continue with this. I have mentioned this before, but I won't be able to stream on Mondays usually, so not tomorrow probably. But I don't know if it's gonna be Wednesday or... I mean Tuesday or later. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. And I imagine you're not new to YouTube, so you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and if you're watching at a later time, leave a comment. And other than that, thanks for watching.